words are empty.
Yeah.
Words are empty until they see the actions to back it up.
That's right. I want to see it. That's why, I always, clown and say, on my birth certificate, I was born in Michigan, but I might think I was conceived in Missouri because you just got to show me. I want to see it. What's up, family? Welcome to the Bacon Bits Podcast, where we desire for you to take the bits of information and immediately apply them to your life for success. The ground rules for our podcast is that it will always be encouraging, uplifting, and informative. The areas of life that we will be talking about on the Bacon Bits Podcast is dealing with having a balanced life. And I need to hear y'all say it. This is so important to get this in your spirit. Say it out loud while you're driving in your car, you're cleaning the house, whatever it is. Say it out loud. Say valuable. Information. Applied. Equals success. And that wonderful voice that you are hearing on the other side is my baby, my queen, my habanero sugar. Can't say it enough. This woman has radically changed my life forever, and I am so grateful. It is Diana Acosta-Bacon.
Hey, babe. Glad to be here with you.
Glad to be here with you, and we are not waiting till Valentine's Day, doggone it. We're going to start talking about love early in the year. We're going to get this thing popping because we want to have people have the best life they've ever had, and if you ain't got love, you ain't got life. That is so important. So we got to get this love thing right, y'all. We got to get it right. I want everybody to make sure that the people that's in your life, either you're encouraging them, they're encouraging you, or we're encouraging each other. And it's all because of love.
So the second one we're going to talk a little bit about is acts of service.
Hey.
There's your number one, babe. That's your number one. For those who don't know John Bacon, John Bacon's number one love language is acts of service. Now, we don't all have one specific love language. We usually have like two or three, but this is his dominant one. This is his dominant one. And it could be a little bit at any point in our life, we have all of them. Like we all like to have a gift. It'd be nice to have a gift. It's nice when you do things nice just for somebody. It's nice to say something nice. It's nice to spend time with people. Like at some point, it's all of them, right? But we all have a dominant one. So this is John Bacon's dominant one, acts of service. And this is actions that can be physically done in order to make a significant difference in the way that you feel or care about somebody.
Yeah. And I think that's the part I think about because it transitions well from words of affirmations. Because if me, loving to teach people and educate people and help them be the best version of themselves that they can be, the greatest way you can pay me back is let me see that what I've told you, you're actually doing it and it's actually showing you some results. Because that just feeds me like crazy because acts of service is not just, words were just spoken, but you know what? There was some action behind it that made that so beautiful, so service, acts of service. Oh, I just think that's for me, that's one of the most phenomenal things you can do because it is showing me that, you're demonstrating to me that you love me right there by doing something that's a form of action of service to me. And I'm just super grateful when that happens. So it's easily, my love language for sure.
Yeah. And this is something that's really simple. Yeah. For instance, if do somebody's dishes, just picking up the dishes, helping around the house. And you're so good at this, John. You're so good. I don't think I call you John. That sounded so weird.
That's my name. And I was like, my baby's
I'm not calling you by your government name. Okay. That just sounds so weird. Call you by your government name. My baby. So yeah, you're great at this. And this is interesting because not only do you feel love like that, but because you feel love like that, that's your natural go-to to love others. Even though for me, this is not even on my top 3 of acts of service at all. So, but it's nice to have help with around the house or picking up, maybe you can pick up the kids from school or maybe making dinner. And if you don't want to make dinner or cook dinner, you have a long day at work, pick up dinner, picking up a pizza or some Chinese food. Yes, please. People who value acts of service really enjoy things that are old fashioned.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's really the truth.
There's they're about nostalgia. They're about being what do you call that? Like gallant.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Opening the door for others.
Mm-hmm.
It's so simple. Offering to pay for a date with your partner, or taking your daughter or your son or a friend. But like, let me take it out. Even if I only got that much money, you can take them out for a cup of coffee. Couple bucks, $3. Under $10 for both of you.
You at somebody's party. I mean, what after the party is over, helping them clean up after the party. I mean, it could be something simple, like, you see somebody doing yard work at their house, just, start helping them out with the yard work. I mean, it's so many words. I mean, you see kids doing homework, helping with the homework. I mean, we can go on and on with acts of service. There's so many ways to show people that you love them when you demonstrate to them. Yeah.
And they really do roll into each other, because what I'm hearing when you're saying you're helping them with homework, you're helping them clean up after a party, I'm hearing quality time also. Mm-hmm. But when we get to quality time, it doesn't look like multitasking.
Right.
It's different, right? But you're still spending time with someone. But with acts of service, don't neglect the little things, right? So making your partner a cup of coffee in the morning is a big deal. It's a big deal. Making them a cup of tea just the way they like it.
Yeah.
No small act of service that your partner feels is unappreciated.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, you're seeing it right before your eyes of that person being a blessing to you. And like I said, it doesn't have to be something big, man. It's just literally, if that they cross your mind, I think like acts of service is like literally, how can I better serve you? I think when we're at our best as human beings is when we're serving. I just believe that. If you love me, keep my commandments. I think that's part of serving. God asks us to do that, but it's also just, it makes that person feel good, because you're not just sitting by idly watching them do something. You say, you know what, how can I help this person, get this job done, twice as fast if I would just help them out, and just being a blessing to those around you. But to actually demonstrate, our love, that is really huge.
This is one that when you love somebody and you care about them, this is really good for people who are maybe ill, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So acts of service, this is an opportunity for people to say, call me if you need anything. Don't say that. First of all, don't say that to people, because they're not going to call you.
Right.
Because when have you called somebody who said that to you when you are really in need? It's paying enough attention to know where they're going to need help.
Yeah.
And just showing up with it. Showing up with a plate of food and putting it in the fridge. Showing up and be like, okay, you go take a nap. I'm going to go ahead and do your laundry.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a simple way to show love. I'm not going to bother you. I'm not going to talk to you. You're going to go take a nap. It's finding a movie. It's putting on some music for them that they know that's encouraging. Maybe if they're ill, like these are so many things. And like, I have laundry. Your clothes is always clean. You're always ready to go. And this is partly selfish. Not only do I know that it's your love language, always having food, always having different snacks, always making sure you have food to take to lunch, over amount of food to have at home, different kinds of snacks. Like, these is one love language of acts of service that I make sure that he has, but it's also slightly selfish, because that means that when I put all that stuff is done, then I'm going to have more of my language spoken, because that means me and you will have more time together. Yeah. Because all the other things that we need done that are just kind of chores kind of stuff.
That's life.
It's life is going to keep lifing. Life is lifing.
That's right.
Life will keep on lifing. But in the meantime, it doesn't give us, don't neglect your relationships. I'm not saying it doesn't give you the right. I don't want to say that, but don't neglect it. Yeah. Life is lifing, and it so easily can get away from us, and we get so wrapped up in what I have to do, and you don't do it for me. Why should I go out of my way? I ain't your slave.
Right.
I shouldn't have to do all this stuff. No, I don't have to, but I love you.
Right.
And I know that this is what you do. I don't, my plants right now, like in my home, don't look beautiful and aren't growing almost 5.5 feet now by neglecting them.
Right.
I give them what they need. Mm-hmm. And they purify my air, and they encourage me, and they're beautiful, and they give me what I physically and psychologically, all of it need.
Right.
They're just sitting there. They literally aren't doing anything for me. But if I'm feeding them what they need, they will thrive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really simple. So what are some of the things, what not to do? What not to do. Now, again, we talk, so words of affirmation, which it's one of the only languages they want to hear it rather than see it. It's more
right.
important. This one, they truly believe that actions speak louder than words. This is the one that actions speak louder than words. Don't tell me you're going to change. Don't tell me you're going to do what I asked you to do. Don't tell me that you're going to be there and then not.
Right. Let me see.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. I don't even want to hear the words. I just want to see the action.
Yeah.
This is where words are empty.
Yeah.
Words are empty until they see the actions to back it up.
That's right. That's right. That's why I think I'm so, I know I'm a little bit harsh on my people where I work at because, people have heard them say with their words, I'm going to get clean. I'm going to get, I'm going to stop doing drugs. I'm going to stop doing alcohol. And I'm like, okay, you talking a good game, but guess what? I want to see it. That's why, I like always, clown and say, on my birth certificate, I was born in Michigan, but I might think I was conceived in Missouri because you just got to show me. I want to see it, because that's important. Like, we can always talk a good game. Some people got the sweetest disposition when it comes to words, but I'll be wanting to see that thing. Yeah.
And it's really funny because one of the beliefs is that really often that they could have trouble asking for help, which is why they developed this love language.
Yeah.
So that's just an interesting theory. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
So one of the ways that you can go against this love language, like things not to do, don't break your commitment.
Yeah.
Following through on what you say is one of the most important parts to somebody with this love language.
Yeah.
So don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah.
Don't try to please them with empty words. Don't, like, words of affirmation will be like, oh, you're this and that and this, all these compliments. They can give a damn.
Yeah.
They give a damn. They give a damn about all the compliments. They want
to see it.
Like my baby's saying, he's a show me state.
Show me.
Doing something when you say you will shows respect, and it shows trustworthiness.
Yeah.
It's I can't say that word. Trustworthiness. So not doing so is a disappointment. It's a discouragement. So be honest. Be honest about your limitations up front.
Yeah.
And it's going to be better in the long run.
Yeah. I think that's where the trying thing, honestly, I'll be like, man, we need to snatch that word out there. Either you're going to do it or you ain't going to do it.
That's Yoda. Yeah. There is no try.
There is no try. Yeah.
Either there is a yes or there is no. There is no try.
Yeah. Shoot
I think
your
it's Yoda.
shot. Yeah. I think you've always said that. Yeah. Just shoot your shot, man. If you're going to do it, and I'm big on, one of the, the 4 agreements is be impeccable with your word to yourself. Once you tell yourself you're going to do something, man, shoot your shot, man. Give it all you got. And that's part of, it's not just knowing what we need to do. We up in this new year and things are happening and we're ready to make a move. But you got to get to a point where it just can't be talking a good game. Guess what? We want to see it. So be faithful to your commitments that you're making. Yeah.
Something else they don't want to hear. Now you can tell me this is your dominant, right? But
yes, babe.
An unwillingness to help. An unwillingness to help. Those with this love Language don't want your advice. Yeah. They really don't want to hear it. They want your help.
Yeah.
So, for instance, again, we talked about being sick. If they have the flu, if they're sick, do something physically tangible that will actually be helpful. Don't be like, just give me a call if you need. They're not going to call you.
Yeah.
No one in the history of time probably has called somebody who said, call me if you need anything. Yeah. They don't. They're not going to call you. So send a medicine. Nowadays, there's Uber Eats, there's Uber, there's all those places that just deliver. I forgot the name of the delivery. DoorDash.
Yeah.
You can just pick up doctor. You can even make them a doctor's appointment. Maybe say, you know what? I have an appointment. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to take you out. We're going to go have some hot soup. I'm going to take you to an appointment. Maybe cook them soup. You don't cook? Okay, well, go Safeway and supermarkets. Some of these restaurants, you can pick up some soup and just drop it off and be like, I ain't staying. I just want to let you know. Or just put it in a box, put it at the front door and be like, hey, just so you know, check your front door. And then leave. Not doing anything, or even worse, being completely absent.
Yeah.
Will negatively impact how they view you.
Yeah, ooh, this is a big one because there's nothing like saying I love being a mom, being a dad, and then you're not there. That's just words just being thrown out there. I'm like, come on, fam. I mean, I always love telling people, man. I said, man, one of the greatest things you could ever do with your babies is if they got to play, they got a game, they got a choir rehearsal, whatever that thing is, man, just show up. you might not have the words to say. Sometimes when people are going through stuff, you know, they got a loved one in the hospital or you just had a loved one pass away. Sometimes just you showing up, fam, as much as I love talking, and I believe that's one of the gifts that God gave me to talk. Man, there's sometimes people just need you to show up and just be there. Hold their hand, give them a hug, just be in the room. I mean, you ain't got no words to say because you don't know what to say. Yeah, sometimes we are speechless. But showing up and being there, being in the room, I've heard people say so many times, man, just thank you for being in the room and being there, sitting with me through this whole thing. I'm like, that spoke volumes to that person. That's where, you know, the acts of service is a beautiful love language, man.
Yeah. And again, this is just like that silly statement, call me if you need anything. This is like saying, do you need anything?
Yeah.
Man, don't make me think.
Yeah.
Acts of service goes out of their way for someone. So the opposite of what not to do, never going out of your way.
Mm-hmm.
We're all busy. I get it. We all lead really busy lives. We all have a lot of things going on. But if you want a fulfilling relationship, if you want someone whose language is acts of service, you need to go out of your way sometimes.
Yeah.
You need to go out of your way and remember that maybe they need a ride to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know, you said you were going to go visit your family. What time you're flying out? Let me see what I can do. Let me go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't take you there, but I'm going to pick you up. So tell me your flight number.
Yeah.
Like something that's simple. We have really great friends that we have, this great couple. Like it didn't even dawn on us. And now like it's completely changed our perspective with anybody who moves.
Mm-hmm.
This wonderful couple has helped us move the last two times we had to move.
Mm-hmm.
And what they did the last 2 times ago, right?
Yeah.
It was amazing. They helped us move. And then we got in the house and me and John looked, I said your name again. Yeah. So we looked at each other. We were just like dead. And we've all been in that situation. You're just like, you're just tired. You don't want to talk. You smell, and I think it was even summertime. So we were just wiped out. We had to it's like, you know, you're trying to get around everything. It's just boxes everywhere. Chairs are upside down and things are falling on the ground. You're just walking over stuff because it's just a lot. Right. And about 2 hours later, after we closed that door, there was a doorbell and they showed up and they had a box and they're like, we ain't staying. We love you. They had bought, I think it was Mexican food, but they brought paper plates. They brought a couple of cans of soda. They brought paper, like plastic forks and some like paper towels. And we just thought that was exactly what we needed. It was so simple, but like we didn't know what box the plates were in. We didn't know what box the utensils were in. And it was one of those things that completely, we both looked at each other and looked at them. We're like, this is one of the most thoughtful things that anybody has ever done. Like it seems so like whatever, they bought you food. No, but they bought like paper plates and napkins, like everything, because we wouldn't even know. We would have been there like wild animals. No one. We would have gone in with our fingers. I know because trying to find what stuff. I mean, it was just so thoughtful. They had helped us move, got all the stuff, and then came back. They went out of their way. So again, what not to do? Don't not go out of your way. Don't not offer to help. And even worse than not offering to help and not showing up and just not being there and being completely absent is when you act resentful for helping. If you decide that you're going to go out of your way because this relationship is worth it. Don't act resentful for helping out. And because it's a lose-lose situation there. Yeah,
because that person took some valuable quality time that they have for them, and they chose to invest it in you at that moment. And that's why that's super important, to show people that you are appreciative when they do something for you, man. Because, you know, we live in a day and time, and the best thing and the most valuable thing that people have is time. You know, you can't get that back. I think they said it's like 86,400 seconds in a day. And man, you can't get none of that time back. So it's going to be spent regardless. But the fact that that person invested that time with you by helping you move, by doing some homework, by going to buy you some groceries, by, you know, helping you rearrange some stuff. They help you paint your house. They came over, fixed your car, whatever that thing is. You know, we got 1,001 acts of service we can do towards people. And for us to be resentful for that person coming over and not, oh my God, what are you talking about? I can't even put it into words. I'm just disgusted. Okay.
some of the best words that these people can hear, these people who acts of service is their predominant, dominant love language, is that was my pleasure.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That was my pleasure. That gives me joy to do this for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me do this for you.
Privilege.
It is.
Really is.
It is.
Privilege.
Yeah. So let's remember, it's really great to make someone feel loved as we talk about these love languages, but it's also very important to find gentle ways for us to ask others to do things that make us feel loved as well.
Thank you guys for listening. We always want you guys to rate us, leave a review, share this with somebody, please. Somebody that you love and you highly respect and you think they're worth this episode, please do me a favor. Go ahead and share this, copy it, paste it, and give it to your loved ones, man, because sometimes we can't speak what we want to speak to our family, but we can always send them a podcast that says what we want to say. We love you guys. Continue to take care of yourself. Love on yourself. We love you. God bless. All right. What's up, family? It's your boy, John Bacon from the Bacon Bits Podcast. Thank you so much for your support, likes, and ratings. Please don't just listen, but rate me, follow me, and subscribe. This is an amazing way to offer free support. My beautiful queen and I have some books that we have written for your growth.
So the first book we have is a workbook, actually. It's called Healthy Relationships, and this is a workbook through the lens of faith. Because what makes a relationship healthy or unhealthy? So this workbook is designed, it's a 12-week, it's a biblically grounded course, and every week has a few different principles. So if some of our principles, some of our topics that we're covering are respect, cultivating security. And this is not just between a husband and wife. This is between parents, between siblings, between friends, between your bosses, employers. So it's really important, and everyone deserves a healthy relationship.
And also we have The Balanced Life by John Bacon. It covers how to be prosperous in your finances, relationships, your health, your mind, and your spirit. So you can pick that up on Amazon, also on audiobook. And we also have
The Unraveling, a creative healing journal, pinings, poems, prayers, and ponderings of my precarious life. I've had a testimony of I've had 2 brain tumors and 2 brain surgeries, and I'm super grateful, but I'm still grieving the process of healing, and this is part of the process. In this book you have devotionals, you have prayers, and you have some ponderings, and in between these pages there's a space for you to also be prompted to paint and to create your own, or maybe you want to write something in these books. This is part of your creative healing journal that we get to walk through together.
And you guys can just head over to Kingdom Servants First. Kingdom Servants, the number 1 st.com, and you can purchase all 3 of these books. Thank you for your support, your love, and your contributions. God bless.